Hello people, this is Reanimation and welcome to my channel. Tonight I'm going to give you some updates on some changes on some of the videos that I posted up. So bear with me. So you may find some of the videos that you normally know has a certain name has changed, and if it's not that I took it off, it's just that the name has changed because I felt that the name of the videos actually were a little bit, how can you say, they didn't fit the video material. So therefore I changed the name to fit the material of the video, and I hope you like it. And I'm going to actually go through the list and let you know which ones I actually changed. So give me one moment. Instead of, if you notice that if you watch the one with the Understanding the Soul, I turned that into the Soul Matter, Understanding Soul Matter. Instead of conjuring up a fish, I put Master Conjurer. So it's the same thing for the details as well, Master Conjurer detail, because the Master Conjurer is basically me showing you conjuring up a fish-like creature through the water. But I cut it short so you guys can understand it and not be like just sitting there waiting a long time just looking at the water or whatever. Because like I said, it took a while. So, and it was no talking, and I couldn't talk on this, so I had to sacrifice that. So I'm sorry about that. So that's what the details about. The video on the details. That's what that was basically explaining. Just that alone. So it's the same name minus the conjuring up a fish. It's Master Conjurer and Master Conjurer detail. So if you look up that video, but also if you look under Red Venom 10 channel or Red Venom 10, you'll also find that as well. Moving forward. Instead of the dark matter thing, I turned that video into dark matter meditation. So there, I thought that name fitted better there because that's basically what I was doing, is meditating. I'm going to continue that one. I'm going to do part 2 of that one very soon. And also too, I know I said before that I was going to work with the website, but some things have happened and I am postponed on that. So if I tell you that I'm going to do something and I haven't got to it yet, it's because it's postponed, because I'm working so many different things. You know, I also act too, as well, as some of you guys may not know. On a professional level, I do stage, but working forward to get on the big screen. So that's going to come soon. I'm very confident about that. So hopefully my videos bring that here. And thank you guys all for the support moving forward. And also too, I do work on the outside as well with the same thing, like I posted up on the videos of the introduction up in here. So like I also do readings and train people on the outside, so therefore it kind of caused me to be a little bit slagging, but I know I should basically tell you guys that it's going to be a little late. I do got to get a little bit more in detail about that with you guys. I mean, to at least let you know what's going on, so that way it doesn't seem like I'm just telling you something that's never going to happen. I want you to know that I'm not going to lie about it. I'm going to make it happen. And the same thing about the necromancer charm as well. I turned that one into the rites of real necromancy, or the rites of a necromancer, because I felt that the rites of Unpu was too cliche, and it was also too not the vibe that I was really going for. So, and it's my own charm that I created myself, and it's necromancy. So I'm going to continue that one, but it's been postponed just because I have to wait till I get a certain kind of material to actually make it where it's better, because I want to kind of do it at night, and I don't have the lighting to do it at night. So that way I can get the real results of it. So I'm kind of waiting on that. So it's not that I forgot, it's just that it's on hold until certain things happen. Carrying on to the next step. You would know that also too, illuminating with rhythm. I just put illuminating rhythm because in there I am basically doing suggestions as above, so below, and I am also doing dancing, but tapping into the natural organic rhythm of life, just basically off just my own post and watching it from a different view as it actually creates more light from inner me. So I thought that illuminating with rhythm would be the best name for that instead of illuminating with rhythm, because it was just too much of a tongue tie. Moving forward, you will also notice that my Pyrokinesis or my arrow videos, I don't no longer call them Pyrokinesis, I call them arrow path. So if you're looking on them, I felt that that name was better. Arrow path was better. So I called it Master Arrow Path. So that one is the one, I think it was called directing your power. So I think I changed that one into arrow path, or master arrow path. So you will notice that if you look under the Red Venom 10 channel, you will notice that it's actually the same thing, and you will also find it there too as well. The Evening Star and Moon Gaze, I turned that into a trailer because I'm working on something there, and that one's gonna give a sequel to the next part of it, which will be coming soon, which is working with more of the dark mass and dark matter, where I'm basically doing things at night instead of just doing it in the daytime. So, like I said, some of these things are just postponed until I get a certain material, but I will be bringing them to you. And I promise it will be live, and it will be good quality, because it is at night, and in order to get the real good stuff, you know, I want to give you guys the best, so that way you can see what I'm doing instead of just trying to guess. So it's on postpone for a minute, but it will come, I promise. Moving forward, yeah, like I said, you will notice that the Vulture or Totem Blessings, I turned that one into Vulture Magic because I'm basically working with Vulture Magic, and that's a trailer too, because I'm going to be showing on how to work with that as well. So be expecting the video coming from that soon too as well. Moving forward, also, like, I turned the Arrow Hydrokinesis, I turned that one into Arrow Hydro Path instead of that one. In the Arrow Environmental Kinesis, I turned that into Environmental Magic. And also the Pyrokinetic, I also turned that one into Ultra Pyrokinetic. So I thought that name would go better with it, because it was a little bit more doing something on a different level, and I was basically giving a deeper understanding of showing the fire going out normally by itself, and then me putting it out a lot faster with my own chi, or with my own powers. So that's why I call that one Ultra Pyrokinesis. And also too, if you haven't noticed or got a chance to watch, you also may want to check out the Reanimation of Life. Well, I turned that one into Real Necromancy Part 1, 2, and 3, and 4, where I'm actually really working and resurrecting the dead Bumblebee. And that's something that I think you would also find very interesting. A lot of people don't understand why I posted up 4, but the reason why I posted up 4 was to show the difference between my assistant who's tried to does it and a normal person, as her playing as a normal person trying to communicate and do it, trying to resurrect the dead, versus me that's doing it, and it was just my presence that was actually resurrecting the dead. And that's in the advanced level of necromancy, and it's very real and very, what's the name? And I know I said it's supposed to be dead. That's what I meant by it was supposed to be dead. It was dead. I watched it be there for at least 3 days, and I picked it up on a Saturday, which is the day of Saturn, and I did that video. And when I had it there on the table, I wasn't even thinking about doing the video, and all of a sudden it was dead, and we know it was dead, but all of a sudden I noticed that it started to rise up, and that's when I got the inspiration. So that's why it's kind of offbeat, but that's the real explanation for it. And as I realized that I'm actually able to do this thing, and it's like that's the first time I ever actually was able to raise something that was dead into my presence. So it was very amazing. It was the first time, shocking, so I hope you really do enjoy those 4 parts, as I was experimenting and showing the different angles. From me being a camera guy, from my camera girl being a camera girl, and her being the normal novice, versus me who's the advanced, and showing it, me being a teacher showing the student how to really make magic happen, or using their supernatural powers. Moving forward. I also turned the I forget what I called it, but I turned the 2 videos that's from the past, I turned it to the beginning steps of controlling heat. So I think you would like that. It was basically just me playing around when I was in Chicago. I didn't really know where I was going with that one, so I thought that was just pretty cool to show right there and have her be like this, and that was at the beginning experimental stage of it. But in the end, I was able to show the simple steps of being able to control heat and using mind over matter, because that's what I called it in the beginning, mind over matter. But it was more about mind over heat, and that's why I got the name, the beginning steps of controlling heat. So you guys who's into learning how to control pyrokinesis or being into pyrokinesis, you may want to check that part out. Although it's kind of short, but there's a lesson there to be learned. And also checking out those proper knowledges and those little short food for thoughts that I give to you on there, those are also very helpful for you too as well. And not to mention just basically catching me and communicating to me, because I prefer to just type and talk to you, because I feel like I want every experience that you have with me as a learning experience, and also for me to learn from just basically communicating with you, because that's just the way my channel is based off of, and that's what I like to do. So I hope you enjoy that, and I hope you get a kick out of that, because every time I communicate with you all, it means so much to me. So just know that, and I hope that you all enjoy watching my channel and enjoy watching the stuff that's on my channel. Moving forward, I turned it from, I had one where it was called Lead Magic, but that one was not the right name for it. I decided to call that one Foot Magic, because basically I'm using my foot to pick up a glass table, a wooden glass table with two 10-pound weights on it, and then going from there and basically lifting up a whole treadmill with just playing on my foot, and it was bare for 15 seconds holding it on both legs. I thought that was pretty supernatural with the foot. So I hope you guys really like that. It was pretty funny, it was pretty unique, and I was just trying out something, and I was basically showing off or just basically getting my foot wet, basically. Also, there was the Pyrokinesis or Black Flame. I turned that one, that's one of my older videos. I turned that Black Flames into the Elemental God of Fire. So both of those are the beginning stage, and that will give more of a content of into why I was using profanity in there, and I was at that beginning stage of basically just unleashing my power on camera. So please do excuse that, and that's why I call that one the Elemental God of Fire, because it gives me that excuse to be able to use that language, even though it was the first time I was ever doing it on camera. Moving forward, also you may not know about it, but this one is one called